What's the point of you lot doing a BSSO?
Why not? We did the EFC races and it went well, better than we expected, and the idea is just to try something different each year, to try something different, to relieve the boredom. We are not, as a shop, are not known for racing. We're known for like restoration, accessories, mod stuff, chrome stuff. It's just a different direction with new products. The best way to market this stuff is to actually look someone in the face and say, we have tested it, not just selling it over a counter without having giving it a proper thrashing. I don't race, I'm far too slow, but I can go in a straight line quite fast. So I test it on distance and they test it on the track.
How have you found the other competitors and the level of competition in the BSSO?
Someone said to me before we started, if you come over with a professional setup and then you're like shooting fish in a barrel, well, that's about the furthest thing from the truth that they could have told us. We knew it would be difficult, but we didn't expect it to be this difficult. There are some really, really good riders. There's some very, very fast people. You go up against Stuart Day, and he's been racing for 33 years. He knows every single part of every single track, and you can't expect to do well against people like that first time out.
How have you found the mood in the paddock comparing here with maybe the Italian Championship and with the ESC?
Well, the Italian Championship was very, very difficult to compete in for the hatred that everybody has compared to everybody else. Now, I know all tuners are never ever going to get on. You don't see, you see the different tuners, everyone's slagging everybody else off, that's it, end of. It's very, very difficult to see one tuner talk to another. In the Italian one, it was just unbelievable. It was a level that I'd never thought even existed. We got to a point where I'd actually said to some people, I'd turned around and said that after we weren't actually part of it. We just come along to help, and I said to them I would never ever go and try to manage a team in those conditions, because race is supposed to be fun and there was no fun whatsoever. We then went to the ESC and it was such a breath of fresh air. Initially they were a bit wary of us when we turned up, and they thought, oh, it's a professional team turning up to try and make themselves look good. And when they saw that we had the same problems as they had, we were then on a learning curve. It took a lot of work to sort things. I got a spider in front of me. I just moved him out of the way of the camera. Yeah. But anyways, it took a lot of work to try and sort out to become competitive, which we did reasonably quickly. That was a very, very club level series, a race series. But it went okay. People then started accepting us with open arms. It got to the point at the end of the season, they actually said, we hope you were going to come back again next year.
What about here?
Well, I'd be lying if I said that everybody was happy. 99% of people have been happy to see us. One team in particular is not happy that we're here.
What's the background of the riders?
Right, both come mini moto and then scooters basically.
Automatic scooters?
Automatic scooters, yeah, twist and goes. They're both pretty good. They both have won championships in the past. They both had to learn. Foschini, for me, has got an elegance when he's riding, which when you see him watch him race, the way that he's used to riding, and then you look at him, just think he just looks so graceful. And even Stoffy, when he got him and his riders to try Foschini's bike. He said it's such a hard machine to ride. It's a full-on race bike, but Foschini makes it look so easy.
Is it fair to bring riders to that level and mechanics and a big budget to a sport that's normally for builder riders, people who tune their own bikes?
Right, okay, well, you've got professional or semi-professional riders in here anyway. You've got people like Conini, who do this sort of thing for a living, the instructors. They're good, they're professional, they're certainly more professional than we are. Our people, one works in a factory, one works on a milling machine, so they're not professional riders, they're not paid. They do it because they love racing. The mechanics, yeah, we're mechanics, so is everybody else. Sponsorship, Tino has backed 99% of all the teams for the last few years. Casings, wheels, cranks, you name it, he's supplied it for free. So they're getting a back in, and Casa's backing up stuff in. You've got Pinasco backing people doing the races, the 24 hours and all the rest of it, and they're backing it, spend a lot of money. Polini are doing it, Molossi have done it for years, so what difference is it?
Will you still compete next year?
As I said to you, your initial question is, why did we come over and do it? Now, we were looking at doing something different. Now, we're talking with the Malaysians at the moment. They've got big scooter races out there which are only Vespa. Now, we've got a Vespa in the team, which is part of the Parma team. We're trying to push at the moment to get the Lambrettas out there. If we can get some sort of sponsorship deal, because it's going to cost a lot of money, get a container sent out there, we'll go out there with the 2 Lambrettas, or there is actually a third Lambretta being done as well. The Vespa, and we want to go to the Malaysian race, but we'll do 1 meeting out there. We might do a couple of BSSO. We had such a good time with the ESC people. We want to go back and do a couple of their races. There's the 24-hour in Spain. There's all sorts. There's scooter racing in Greece. We want to make it varied and not become stagnant. So the chances are we won't do the whole championship, but we'll do a couple of races.